everyone, and welcome to our session on reimagining customer engagement with AI from WhatsApp to voice via XCALLY. My name is Janet Souter-Dantu, and I'll be guiding you through today's discussion. We are absolutely thrilled to have you here, and whether you're joining us from a very large enterprise or a growing mid-sized team, one thing that unites all of us together is customer expectations and customer experience. And we all can see that this is changing at a lightning speed all the time. I know personally, I even find it hard for myself to keep up. So today we're going to unpack why the shift matters, and the challenges business are facing today, and how XCALLY can help, and of course, how ScopServ partners with organizations and its partners to make these solutions work in actual practice. So I'm delighted today to be joined by my two co-presenters. We have Davide Rodella, who will be talking straight after me, who is the global head of solution consultancy at XCALLY. And Davide brings more than 20 years of experience in telecommunications, IT architecture, and omni-channel contact center solutions. He's an omni-channel contact center expert and IT and a security architect, extremely passionate about helping organizations bridge that gap between complex software and practical human-centered customer engagement. He's also recently been speaking at the major technology events across Europe, including Riga Com 2025, where he presented AI in customer care, digital efficiency versus emotional intelligence, exploring how automation can enhance rather than replace the human touch in customer service. We're delighted to have him today. And then after Davide, Diego Gosmar will speak. And Diego is head of artificial intelligence strategies at XCALLY, and is recognized internationally as both a thought leader and an innovator in AI. And of course, customer experience space. With more than 2 decades of experience in telecommunications and customer engagement, he's a sought-after speaker at global conferences, and he's also an accomplished author, and we have a surprise for you today. And his latest book, Machine Learning, the Sixth Chakra of AI, explores the intersection of ChatGPT neural networks, speech analytics, and conversational AI. He brings both deep technical experience and a passion for showing businesses how AI can transform the way they serve their customers. We are so excited to have both of them with us today, and you'll hear directly from both of them in the session, and he'll walk us through the XCALLY in action, and both of them have got some value to add today. So now, if we could just move over to my next slide. Now let's bring things closer to home. In our work across the region, we see the same customer experience gaps popping up again and again. First of all, disconnected channels. WhatsApp and voice are still treated like 2 separate worlds. But here's the truth. Your customer doesn't think in channels. They just want help, and they want it fast. Think about what you want. So second, manual routing and outdated processes that waste time and frustrate customers. Third, the challenge of long agent onboarding, training shouldn't take months, but for many, it still does. And then, of course, the big blind spot is customer sentiment. By a time a customer's unhappiness is actually visible, it's often way too late. Just way, way, way too late. And these gaps don't just slow service down, they cost you opportunities, which equals money at the end of the day. Opportunities to upsell, to resolve an issue before it escalates, or simply deliver an experience that earns long-term loyalty. And at the end of the day, that's what we all have in common. And that's exactly the space where XCALLY steps in. If we could just move to my next slide, please. XCALLY is just another tool. It's a platform built to modernize customer experience without forcing you to rip out existing systems, which is a daunting experience, and none of us really want to do that. Here's what makes it really stand out. It brings all your channels, i.e. WhatsApp, voice chat, email, into one single platform. It's open with its APIs that let you integrate easily with your CRM and your business systems. It gives you, XCALLY Square, a very powerful but simple visual designer to build intelligent voice flows without needing a team of developers. Makes it nice and simple and easy. And it makes WhatsApp automation easy, so you can free agents from repetitive questions while still keeping the conversation personal. What I love most is that XCALLY adapts to your business, not the other way around. You can start small with a simple WhatsApp bot or build a complex AI-powered voice workflow. Either way, it grows with you. We can move to my next slide. And this is where ScopServ Integrated Services comes in. We don't just distribute licenses and hand over technology. We partner with businesses to bring this transformation to life. This means local support, proven deployments, training, onboarding that ensures your team can use these tools effectively. And most importantly, a long-term commitment to your success, because your success is our success. So let's face it, technology alone doesn't solve problems. We all know that. It's a partnership between the right platform and the right support that makes the difference. And now let's dive into XCALLY itself in the next part of our discussion. Davide, I believe you're going to be taking over from me, and then Diego to take us through the platform and show us what it really looks like in practice. And what they'll be covering is the real pain points of customer service today, how AI enhances customer interactions through chatbots and voice bots, the power of predictive and sentiment analysis, intelligent workflow automation, and of course, some live use cases from automated WhatsApp experiences to intelligent voice journeys built with XCALLY Square. So without further ado, over to you, Davide.
Thank you, Janet. So first of all, nice to meet you all. It's very exciting for me to be here. And I'm Davide Rodella. Let's talk about a little bit of which is the XCALLY overview over the customer service. And let's start by looking which are the real pain points that basically we face in customer service. That's our long waiting time for customer, increasing operative cost, and at the same time we need 24/7 operation, and we need to spend the time of our agents without the lack of automation for repetitive tasks. And how the AI can improve the customer service. First of all, the automation of responses and decision support, personalization of the experience and increased accessibility, feedback and improvement. It is very, very important because about using the feedback, we can improve our AI to improve the power of the AI itself, and the optimization of the process with a cost reduction for our agents. In XCALLY, we have basically thought about 3 pillars to include and to integrate the AI in our platform. And the first of this one is surely the chatbot and voicebot usage, because they introduce some benefits that are immediate responsive, and so with 24/7 availability, personalized integration with the training of AI, process automation, the possibility to perform a sentiment analysis on this chatbot and voicebot interaction with an evident reduction of operational cost. The second point is the predictive and sentiment analysis, because in our contact center, we need to learn about the previous interaction that we had with our customer. With the predictive analysis, we have the possibility to reduce the response time by anticipating which are the most frequent questions from our users, with an increase of customer satisfaction using CSAT, including integrated with the AI. And with these tools, we can optimize company resources, enable a quick intervention in case of dissatisfied customer. Performing sentiment analysis, we have the evidence of which are the interaction that has a bad mood on the sentiment, and we can proactively do something to keep the customer with us. Pardon. And with post-call interaction, with post-call analysis and post-interaction analysis, we can help companies to really measure which is the brand perception in post-analytics and in real time. Both these tools are integrated in an intelligent workflow automation that, keeping the advantage of chatbot and voicebot and predictive and sentiment analysis, provides a reduction in processing time for requests, increase the customer satisfaction, and first of all, reduce the cost for the company, avoiding an agent overload. So, talking about WhatsApp. WhatsApp is a very, very used and secure channel that is spread over the world. And according to the Salesforce State of Service report, the 93% of professionals say that AI helps to save time, and the 80% says that it helps to reduce cost. So it's not just a trend, introduce AI in the channels, in a channel like WhatsApp. It's a proven way to work smarter. But why WhatsApp? Next, Diego. WhatsApp because it's a widely used familiar channel, it's instant, it's convenient as communication, it supports different type of files like photos of documents, video, PDF files. With WhatsApp, we can communicate exchanging files of every type with our customer. It's asynchronous, that is allowed to manage the interaction quickly and enhance the personalized customer experience. And overall, is a channel that is considered secure due to restriction that Meta itself provides to WhatsApp. Is a channel that is quite scam proven. Next. So the opportunity to integrate WhatsApp with AI, as we said, is automate common queries. A WhatsApp bot can work 24/7 with fast and consistent responses. We can personalize the interaction based on customer data, integrating with our contact manager or with external CRM using XCALLY. It reduces the operational cost. It gives the possibility to escalate the number of interactions taken from a single contact center. And using the integration possibility with XCALLY, we can connect with CRM and other systems for dynamic replies personalized per customer. How we have managed this in XCALLY? In XCALLY, we have deployed a native integration with some AI provider between the powerful one that is AWS, OpenAI, and also DeepSeek. With our tool, you can easily create custom assistant. You can add documents to the knowledge of the AI assistant, and you can connect the same configuration to all the channels connected to XCALLY. So starting from WhatsApp to the voice, and you can also use this configuration to connect a special assistant to your agent to help them to reply faster to the interaction once the WhatsApp conversation is escalated, for example, to an agent. All of these tools are natively integrated in XCALLY with the WhatsApp channel. But let's now go to a use case, and I leave the word to Diego about.
Thank you. Thank you, Davide. Thanks, Janet, for the great introduction. And by the way, thanks again, everybody, for being here with us today. So what I'm going to do now is just to share with you a couple of practical use cases. One on the digital channel and the other one on the voice channel. So the first use case you can see here in the picture is related to the artificial intelligence use in a use case related to automotive. So in this case, the AI, the conversational AI chatbot properly set up, is going to initiate proactively an interaction with customers triggered by the need of car maintenance. So suppose this kind of customers needs some car maintenance because, I don't know, the brakes or the clutch here needs some controls, or maybe because simply they need to do their annual or periodic check. So they are going to receive from AI this kind of WhatsApp messages, and they have different options. They can choose among several kind of procedures that they can engage to proceed with is maintenance booking, because at the end of the day, this is a support maintenance booking for the customer. So, so in this case, in this example, you can see here this specific customer chose to engage and go on with the customer service by a next voice call. So in this case, it is selected the call, but it could book the service also with other kind of options. The second use case is related to CallySquare. CallySquare, for people who don't know, is our drag and drop IVR interface. It's one of the flagship modules inside XCALLY, and it's demonstrated that the average handling time can be reduced by 30% if customers adopt such kind of IVR. I think Davide already mentioned about some of these benefits. Let me just run very quickly through them. By using the CallySquare IVR, you can reduce the average handle time, improve the customer satisfaction. You can even, by the way, at the end of the IVR, we have many use cases about that. You can deploy customer satisfaction index survey to detect the customer satisfaction index. You can increase the first call resolution, especially if you mix together the power of AI with human in the loop, and at the end of the day, reduce the operational cost. So, in a nutshell, CallySquare is a visual flow designer that you can use to be very powerful call flow. Not just call, you can also escalate to other channels with that. It's scalable, flexible, and it provides seamless AI integration with few AI providers. Davide mentioned it before. Finally, there is the possibility to integrate XCALLY with external applications, usually external CRM, databases, or generally speaking, third-party applications. So you can trigger some events, and based on that, perform some actions happening on the external applications. Let me show you an example of a CallySquare use case with AI applications. So in this case, there is the starting point where whenever the call reaches the customer care, then we have here an OpenAI TTS, so a text-to-speech. Normally, we use that to provide a dynamic welcome message to the customer. And what you see here is the OpenAI Whisper CallySquare application that you can use to perform automatic speech recognition. So in this case, speech to text is provided. So the voice, the speech, the customer speech, the customer voice is translated to text in real time. Then you can call an external AI agent or AI assistant if you want, in this case, based on the OpenAI assistants, or you can do that with DeepSeek as well, or maybe some other. And based on the configuration that you've done on the AI agents, it will provide some kind of answer to the customer. So based on the answers and some rules that you can set up, the call can run back and forth between the AI agent and the customer. So in this case, in the loop, you can see the TTS that is going to translate the text coming from the AI agent to the voice provided to the customer. Or, very much important, let me say, you can always set up some rules whenever you have the human in the loop. So you can escalate the call because you need to do that because of any triggers that you want to select. And so in this case, you can see that the call is routed to a queue of human agents. This is very much important. With XCALLY, you have this kind of flexibility to mix the power of AI agents with human competence. Okay, I think that brings me to the end of the presentation. I'd like to thank you very much for being here today, and I'd like to hand over now back again to Janet for the greetings, and I think for the Q&A, and of course the prize.
Thank you, Diego and Davide. This was absolutely fantastic. We're now going to open up the floor to Q&A. So please pop your questions into the Q&A panel, and the panel will answer them, i.e. myself, Diego, or Davide. And this is your chance to ask anything about what you've seen, whether it's about XCALLY's AI capabilities, integration options, or how we can support your digital transformation journey. So we'll go through as many questions as we can in the next 10 minutes. Once again, thank you for joining us today. It's been really a pleasure and a treasure to have you here. And we hope you found this session insightful and very inspiring. We will be doing more of these. And on behalf of ScopServ and XCALLY, we look forward to helping you reimagine your customer engagement journey. But let's open up the floor to some questions. I think we've already got one coming in. So let's start with that.
Thank you so much, Janet, Davide, and Diego. One of the questions that have come through is, do you support DeepSeek, AWS, and OpenAI? What other providers are you currently supporting?
I'm going to reply to this question. Basically, now we have deployed in our platform native integration with OpenAI, AWS, and DeepSeek. But as we previously said, our platform is open, so our customers are able to integrate their own LLM model or with custom scripts, with custom integration directly deployed inside our flow. So these are the ones that we have natively integrated to grant our customer a standard integration, but we always leave the possibility to deploy and integrate their own AI model or AI provider.
One of the other questions that we had were, how do you mitigate hallucination problems in AI?
Okay, I think I can try to take this question. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yeah. So yeah, well, hallucination is a common problem in AI models. Well, let me just provide a quick introduction about that, because I know maybe somebody knows about that, somebody a little bit less. But yeah, hallucination is whenever the AI model provides you answer pretending to be really correct with authoritative and confident tone. Okay, so it's difficult to establish that it's not true. There are few techniques on the AI side that we can deploy to mitigate hallucinations. Basically, I think the most important part here is to provide a specific context to the model, especially in the business case and in the customer care. And with XCALLY, you can integrate specific AI assistants from multiple providers. You can provide specific prompts with particular parameters like temperature, p-value, and other specific parameters to move the answers from probabilistic to deterministic behavior. You can also, I don't think we have much time here for that, but you can connect the AI agent with XCALLY to a specific knowledge, and this is also important to provide specific context. And finally, you can deploy multiple IVR, interconnected multiple kind of AI assistants. So you can leverage the power of multiple AI engine chained together in a pipeline to mitigate hallucination as well. Those are just two best practices that we can use to mitigate hallucinations. There are others. I'm happy to catch up more on that with more time. Thank you for the question, by the way.
Answered. Thank you so much for your time today. Thank you very much, everyone.